Feeling a little adventurous today. I'm gonna head out for a little bit. There's some of my camera right there, one of my Arlos. I still use those along with my wireless cameras. Just right here. I'm gonna go check my little spot out here. Well, it sure gets dark fast in the woods out here. I should have come out here a little bit earlier than what I am right now, because it is starting to get late. A lot of times I use this camera as a tool to zoom in on something that I think I might see something, you know. But I'm going to try just to keep it nice and slow and use it for not necessarily zoom in on stuff. People be bitching all the time. Man, people get frustrated. Boy, getting the feelings. They need some preparation H for some red ass because I move the camera too fast. I'm like, damn, boy. Got mad about that. Second time I've ever done that. See how it works out. Feeling kind of generous today. You know, I know I flip-flop back and forth, man. It's not that I'm a flip-floppity type person. It's just that sometimes, man, you know, you think about your kids and having to move them away from your house, and oh, they were gone for months, and then my daughter gets out there in the yard and gets scared, and it just, man, it pisses me off, and I get mad at these things. And then other times, you know, I settle down and I'm like, you know, there's never been no acts of aggression. You hear people getting their house slapped and scratched and, you know, a lot of rocks thrown at their house. Well, I haven't had that. I have had a couple of rocks hit the house, but it's just more or less I think they're trying to get my attention. They're not being mischievous with it, but never had anything slap on the house or anything. It's a good thing, because I tell you right now, that would probably freak me out. I'd throw some Full Metal Jackets through the wall probably. I tell you, but anyway. I have very little company ever come to my house, and usually if I can't tell you time somebody showed up and knocked on my house and I didn't know they were coming. So, you know, I've made it very clear to people like my mother and stuff. I'm like, don't come to my house after dark unless you call me first, just to be on the safe side. Like I said, I'm a little antsy about it, but I don't know, part of me is kind of grateful that I've got a family unit, you know, where it could be like some rogue ass Bigfoot, want to start some shit, I don't know, just hating on damn white folks and humans in general, I don't know, but glad to have a family unit, because at least somebody, I don't know, just being a family man myself, it just makes you think, man, well, they got to have some type of, you know. Well, my son saw the two, Mom and the daddy, one with the white face. I videoed the two together also, and there was one other time that you know, we got to count that some bones. Somebody had a snack back here, didn't they? Snickety snack. I don't know what that is. There's a little skull right there. Probably some possum or something. Something snacking. But back to what I was saying, there's these three different accounts that the male and the adult female was together. I mean, you know, heck, I ain't with my wife every time as much as they seem to be together, so Makes you feel, I don't know, maybe a little bit better about it than choosing mate and got kids, and I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, I can't really explain why, but it just makes you feel a little bit better about the whole situation. Sometimes I gotta remind myself of that, but I refuse to let myself get comfortable, because I could never forgive myself if I got comfortable and something happened, knowing that I had knowledge and I could have done something to prevent it. So anyway, try not to move too quick. Gun is getting dark quick. About 3 months ago, I was 225 pounds. My fat ass is back up to 243. Last time I went to the doctor, probably about 250 now. So told myself I've got to get out there and get more exercise. And well, I don't want to walk up and down the road. At least if I come out here, something more interesting going on, or something more to look at, get my, instead of just walking. So I'm going to try to make it a point to come out here and do more walking. I heard what sounded like a whistle, I thought. I really wish this camera had an external mic plug in so I could pick up more sounds. I've been saving all my money that I've made on YouTube, like in my AdSense account. I haven't drawn anything out because I'm using that specifically, hopefully, for more equipment. I know I got a lot of shit. Y'all seen my videos. I got like all kinds of cameras and parabolic dishes and just whatever you call them, the dishes you listen with. And I got a thermal, and a FLIR, night vision scope. I mean, I got a fair bit of stuff, but there is a few items, man, that I would really like to upgrade to. Really want a camera with an external mic on it, just because there's times you hear stuff, man, just don't, blah, blah, blah. And finally upgraded my camera system at the house to some new wireless cameras. I'm still using my old Arlo cameras in conjunction with the new ones, but I find myself not looking at the new ones at all because it's on a TV, it's beside the bed. The old lady bitching, because the light's keeping her and the baby up or something, so, I keep it off all the time just about. So I think if there was something caught on that daggone system, I would never even know it because I got the TV turned off all the time. But it never checked anything on the footage or anything. So the one deer track I found, because I suck at it, was after it had been raining like 5 days. Not straight, but it had been raining off and on for 5 days, and I found that good print with the mud squinched up between its toes, like the country song says. And man, it's done rained out here. That's one reason why I come out here. Boy, I'd like to find me a big old, just deep ass print in the mud. I don't know why. It don't help my cause any, but it'd just be fascinating to see another really good print. Dave and I got a couple good casts, but man, you look at I want one to look like the damn Hollywood Walk of Fame cement handprints, That's the one. I want a footprint like that. So sorry I'm moving the camera around. I'm trying to look down at the ground looking for tracks. I'm trying to hold the camera steady at the same time out here, but Not necessarily the best multitasker. Every time David and I've been out here, we come to this stream here that's dry right now. We never make it over the other side. It's always something where we end up going somewhere else. I'm gonna tell you, this back side of this property, it comes down, my property steady comes down here to a low point here where the stream is, which is dry right now, summertime. And then over here, it starts going back uphill. Where this hilltop peaks up here is where my son and I saw the large adult Sasquatch that was brown cross over the power line. He was crossing over at the top of the hill, so we're easing up the hill now. And at the peak is where we saw that large one cross over at. Never come back here. Every time David and I is coming to these woods, we end up stopping. Like we got a cast footprint drying, he wants to go back, pull it out of the ground, or he's like, man, we're gonna get over there and go on the other side this next time I come. But we got a camping trip planned in October with my buddy Cornell and him, and probably my son Austin. Hoping that he'll be here for that. And we're going to find a spot out here in these woods and we're going to camp. And I'm going to tell you, we're doing that in October. We're getting into deer season. We're getting to the time last year that my son had his encounter in the times of peak activity. I told David, I said, man, I just do not see us staying in the woods overnight and not having some type of activity. I'm going to try pointing this camera in a different direction than what I'm looking at. Some guys say that works for them to move the camera and look a different direction. That's when they try to move when you're not looking. I know that one behind the playhouse stood up and moved, relocated real fast when I looked down to get my gun out of the holster. So, I mean, it makes sense. It goes along with what I've heard, so. I did not bring a flashlight with me. I didn't get out here and go too deep. Had to walk my ass home in the dark. Been looking at those 500, what are they? 500 Magnums and pistols. God. Twice the ballistic damage as a 44 Magnum. Boy, hand cannon now. Got as much stopping power as a 308 rifle. I'm like, oh boy. But man, I hate carrying heavy ass pistols. It's like a pet peeve of mine. That's why I rarely carry my 357. Cause I got a 357 Ruger. Between my dad and I, we got like 5 or 6 of those 357 Rugers, but he's got one of the 6-hour 357s. It uses a different type of bullet than the regular 357. You know, with the Rugers. But I don't know. Been wanting to start carrying it, but I found a clip for it, but I'm having trouble locating the pistol itself. To be honest with you. tell you, next time I drop coin on a gun, it'll probably be on a Glock 20 10mm. I run across that blackberry out here a couple months back. And I carry a 45 ACP. Some of the hottest load you can put in it, but you know, really truly some of the stuff that's out here in these woods, not even talking about Sasquatch, you better have a well-placed shot with a 45 ACP. And as I've told everybody, I'm a piss poor shot. I got my targets out the other day. I used to have a bunch of spinning targets. I say used to because I put them up the other day, and I target practiced with my 45 and shot a couple other calibers. And I come out today and was walking through there where the targets are, which is on the edge of the woods, you know, with a damn leaning tree shit behind that area. That's where we've always had them. My damn metal targets are tore up. My brand new one I just got is bent up. I don't know what bent it up. Something came through there and bent it. Could have been a hog, I guess. But the other one, target that I had 3 little spinning targets on, that bitch was smashed flat in the damn ground. And one part of it was broke. I set it back up and put it back into the ground, but something stomped that bitch flat in the ground. And, well, you know, I'm not going to say what else it might be, if y'all can't figure that out. I need to go to Todd Stanley's website. But, anyway. It's been a while since I've been back here. Zoom in a little bit, pan around. Oh, I hear that whistle. Got that bird right there. I heard a whistle. It went, woo. You hear that long whistle? Not the fucking bird, not the bird. Right there it is again. Not the bird. Right there it did it with it that time with the bird. Man, I hope this shitty ass mic picks that up. Oh. Probably just another bird. Starting to hear some of the nighttime sounds starting to come on now. I'll reach down here in my other hand. I'm gonna unbutton my pistol in my holster just in case. I don't want to be fumbling for that damn thing if I need to. So one thing I was doing the other day when I was shooting my targets was practicing drawing my firearm and being more accurate. Not just holding the pistol and aiming down the barrel sights and squeezing off the trigger, but to draw the firearm and be able to fire quickly and maintain some type of accuracy. Hey, this is the kind of exercise I need right here. Need to be out here just walking. Hope that camera didn't pick up that poop. Just being out here walking, checking stuff out. I mean, this is my property, man. I know everybody say, oh, Bigfoot, it's their land. But that's cool, man. You stay here. I got no problem with that. Let's see what that is. Oh, you shitty autofocus. Wake up behind me. Take a double take. Look at that. Appreciate everybody that showed up for the shows that I've done here recently. I only like doing the shows, the ones of the people I like. And I've always liked Bigfoot Odyssey and liked other shows and stuff, like my buddy David. First interview I ever did was with him. My buddy Cornell over at the No Such Thing podcast. Where David and I both did that interview. If y'all ever check it out. The No Such Thing podcast. This is where I would deer hunt if I was a deer hunter. Back in here in this spot. Oh shit, what's that? An armadillo? Oh, there you go. Got a big one too, isn't it? Jeez. There's been a lot of game traffic through here. They about pushed everything down through here. I'm gonna stick where they've been walking. Since I can't see that. Well, I had Daniela from Bigfoot Odyssey, her channel Hidden Existence. She hit me up today on Messenger and wanted to know if I wanted to do the Hidden Existence show or if I would, and I said sure. I always try to support the channels I like. get up here on the back side of the property here. Heard that whistle again. Hear the doves cooing. Man, that stuff over there is so thick. Some be staring right at you as you wouldn't even know it. The guy told me, he said, man, if you're going to be zooming in and doing that, you need to be on a tripod. I can't walk around these damn woods with no shit on the tripod. Setting it down, panning around for your pansy ass. Jesus Christ. Man, I know I complain about subscribers sometimes, man. I'm sorry. This man just got a sensitive spot for dumbasses. They get on my nerves. Some people just say the dumbest shit. I'm like, really, man? Really? Everybody always tell me how I need to do it. As far as the camera work goes, I go to their channel and they ain't got shit on it. I'm like, well, man, I figure you're the fucking expert. Trying to tell me how to do it. Figured I check your channel out so I can at least see how it's done. You ain't got nothing on there. Oh, shit. Oh. There's somebody down there on the highway getting down on there, ain't they? Let your love flow like a mountain stream and let your love flow. Small as the day, let your love flow. No, that's the reason, that's the reason. That damn armadillo again, look at him getting it. That's a big joker, boy. He ain't gonna stop and check me out, ain't he? Man, you gonna stay away from my trash cans, man. Probably get pissed at me, huh? I think I'm following his ass around. He go down that creek. Where that joker go? Throw your ass over there, buddy. Look at that one trail going. Like a nature walk trail that you see in the National Forest or something. Yeah, I tell you, you come back here on the back side of the property and you don't see all them damn tree breaks like you do up here by my house. There's a lot of tree damage and shit. So shit rotting and falling down and storm damage. But man, you get up around that house, that's all the stuff is snapped 3 or 4 foot off the ground in multiple directions, and you know, 2 of them snapped off clean at the same height, just snapped off clean, no tops to be found, and all kind of stuff around the house like that. Man, you get out here, don't see nothing. Tell you what we're gonna do real quick. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna download one of them apps that detect the energy and all that old crap. Everybody been bitching me to do. And it's a good suggestion. I just ain't been out here. But I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna do that.